what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Morning everybody.
Morning everyone.
And welcome to our vlog. You join us on a moderate type of day.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were going to say about it. Yeah, it's pretty dull and overcast, isn't it? But it's brighter than it was yesterday, and they don't forecast rain today, so
Yippee!
we're hoping it will be a nicer cruise.
Yeah.
And I think they even forecast a little bit of sunshine later.
Wow.
So
I look forward to that.
Yeah. So what are we doing today, honey?
Well, we're going to try and go down the Bosley locks.
Yeah, we've got the 12 Bosley locks to do today. And as we said in the video last week, they're only open Thursdays and Sundays at the moment to conserve water.
And we've seen about 20 boats go by, haven't we?
Well, there's been 5 boats go by so far. They only opened 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So,
well, we might be lucky. It'll be a big long queue.
Yeah. By the time we're hoping that by the time we get there, some of them would have gone through, and that we won't have to wait too long. But you know what? We've got all day, so it doesn't actually matter.
Well, except we need to get down the
Yeah.
locks because they close them.
Yeah, they close them at 1 o'clock, so you have to be through the first lock by 1 o'clock and off the whole flight by 4, I think.
4 o'clock, yeah.
So we're hoping to do that today. We've got one swing bridge, which is hydraulic, so that's just a matter of putting the key in and pressing the button, thankfully, unlike the one yesterday where I had a real trouble lifting it up because I'm not very tall, and the handle was kind of up by my chest. I didn't have the strength to lift from that position. Yeah. So I had to stand on the plate to actually lift it up.
Yeah.
But so hopefully the
but
next
you
one
did
will be
it.
easier. Yeah, I did it.
There you go.
Did it. I was on the verge of saying, you might have to do it, but I did it in the end.
Did it?
I did it in the end. But the mooring here has been lovely, actually.
This particular mooring's absolutely great. We'd stay here longer, wouldn't we?
We'd stay here a bit longer if we didn't have a schedule to keep to.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to get past these locks because they're kind of the only sticking point. After that, it's
free flowing.
Free flowing, yeah.
So come along with us.
Yeah.
And we'll see how we get on with these locks.
Yeah.
Be interesting. I haven't done any locks for
6 months.
6 months.
Or nearly 7 months.
Yeah. So I hope you still got the knack.
It's been me. Which would probably be me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get our coats on and get going.
Yep. Hope you enjoy. So we're just leaving this lovely mooring. Like I said, we would stay here a bit longer. Over in the field opposite, there's 2 geese families with goslings. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 goslings there.
There we go. I think that's the bridge, the swing bridge.
So this bridge is automatic and hydraulic. Basically you put the key in and press and hold. And it lowers the barriers for you and turns the bridge. Once it's finished turning and passed through, then you press the other button to close the bridge and raise the barriers.
You can never quite tell which way the bridge actually swings, whether it swings towards you or away from you. I'm always a bit wary of that. I don't usually go too far away in case, especially on these automatic bridges, if she has a problem with lifting the barriers and they get stuck or something, then there's been a couple of times when I've had to go back and kind of give it a tweak. Not very often, because Eileen's getting really good at it, but sometimes they just stick. And there goes the barriers. So I think we're probably all right.
He's a bit confused, so I'm standing back. He doesn't know, oh that's it, he's flying now. Because I've been attacked by geese before. So he was trapped between us, me and the boat, didn't know where to go. That one's in a little bit of a sorry state. CRT long-term moorings, and what a lovely spot they have too.
One in front of us, that's not too bad. One in the lock.
So they are CRT long-term moorings, and what a lovely spot they have too.
Right, the other boat's just gone down and just going out the other side. These are absolutely beautiful locks. The top of this, they got the little facilities just there, which is quite nice. And Eileen will have a chat with the CRT man who's on duty today. Not sure if he's a volunteer or paid crew, but once the other boats actually left the lock, which they haven't closed the
So we only had about half an hour wait, and boats are starting to come up now, so we'll be able to use the water much more efficiently. Bosley locks are the only locks on the 27 miles of the Macclesfield Canal. They raise the canal level by 118 feet to well over 500 feet above sea level, and covers just 1 mile.
I must admit the hillsides, the hills and the views around here are absolutely beautiful. They really are lovely.
So we're just on the approach to the second lock, and apparently there are 6 lockies on to cover the 12 locks. So there'll be some that we'll be doing on our own. But it's a nice flight so far, some nice views.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
So the couple on the boat in front of us is waiting to go into the next lockdown, and yeah, it's 1 in 1 out at the moment now, but look at those views, and I believe that is the Cloud.
all the way up here, yes. All for the waterfall water.
So the boat that that's just come through this lock is a Bickerstaffer or Bickerstaff internal and an Eton Moss external. So an Eton Moss shell and Bickerstaff fit out. So it was nice to meet the guys on Time Lock. So I think we're on number 5, I think. Lost count now. But next to this lock are some free-range chickens and what look like some alpacas over there, which I'm not sure whether you can see. I didn't work that last lock at all. Apparently there are 2 Anglo-Welsh hire boats coming up with more than enough crew of Americans. So they did that lock for us and I just supervised. So that's one of them going in, and I think there's one coming up through the lock at the moment. So in this field next to lock 6, looks like there's some sort of training program going on for JCB drivers and forklift truck. There, looks like they're just moving pallets from one side of the field to the other. And here we are just entering lock 6. So another 6 to go, and it's taken us 2 hours to get this far. It's a good job we factored in a whole day for it. So we're in lock 7. And it was nice to meet Jill and Tony from Morning Star on our way through, whose paths we've crossed many a time but never managed to stop for more than a few minutes to have a little chat. And the cloud dominates the hillside over there, or the horizon over there, and as the canal contours its way round the hill. So this is our penultimate lock, and there's someone waiting to come into this one. Whoops. So we're at the bottom of the locks. Some lovely views here, and there's lovely moorings here, but I think we're going to carry on a little bit further for today. So we've just finished the 12 Bosley locks. Took us about 3 hours roughly. I think the first 6 were a little bit slower than the last 6, but this is quite a nice spot. before we went into the marina. We actually did stop here for a couple of days and moored here. Got some lovely views across the valley there, with the cloud in the distance. I have to say there's been plenty of bluebells on show on this canal. Gorgeous still. So it looks like they're doing some bank repairs there. And filling in holes by the looks of it. And ahead looks like they're just moving out the way for us. Train! So I'm not sure what they're doing there, but they've got lots of sandbags. Not sure whether you can see that, but the area is just full of blossom and seeds. But we're coming up to where we're hoping to moor, which is just outside Congleton. Unfortunately, we stopped for water and a boat passed us and bagged the last spot, or the last spot with views across the valley on the towpath side. So we've had to come a bit further down, or we're coming a bit further down. But I mean, there's some nice views that side. Oops. But there's some quite nice open views that side. It's just that we won't get the views across the country park with the railway viaduct. But like I said, it's a popular spot.
Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in